Listen, I never learned how to actually intro some of these videos, but we need to talk about Ghost Adventures. I just discovered this beautiful work of art over the last couple weeks, and let me tell you, this show is something else. So to recap here, Ghost Adventures is a documentary-style ghost hunting show that started in 2005, and here's the most important detail, has 24 seasons over the last 18 years. The show stars Zak Bagans, who's the lead investigator, but you could also mistake him for like an Ed Hardy fanboy or someone who shopped at Hot Topic in 2004. And for most of the beginning of the show, and for this episode that we're going over specifically, it also stars Aaron and Nick, who are like investigators and tech guys. But then later on in the show, Nick leaves and he's replaced by Billy and Jay. Anyway, I'll just let the intro to the actual show do the rest of the explaining.
My name is Zak Bagans. I never believed in ghosts until I came face to face with one.
The funniest part of all of this to me is that I looked up Zak Bagans' actual qualifications to be a paranormal investigator, and he doesn't have any. All of his qualifications are that he got a film school degree. I mean, that's where he met Aaron. Aaron also has a film degree from the same school. They met at film school, and now they're just paranormal investigators. Like, these guys don't have any qualifications, but somebody saw them and said, hey, here's some gear and a budget, go have fun. So anyway, this episode they're exploring like an old person's home that was also a sanatorium, basically just a place where a bunch of people died over a lot of years. But the best part of this episode isn't even the actual paranormal investigating they're doing, it's the people they interview.
Well, in 1938, they built this whole triangular building as the Genesee County Infirmary.
I mean, look at this woman. She looks like if the producers, probably Zak Bagans, told her to act casual, but she's never acted casually in front of a camera before, so she just leans. She's doing like a full-blown Michael Jackson lean, trying to big dick intimidate Zak Bagans with her whole leg. And that's just one of the crazy characters at this place.
These children were put under the same roof
As the insane. Yes.
That's insane.
That is.
That's insane.
That's insane. I mean, come on, man. You looked at the paper and said it. You said it to the lady who already knew all of the details of these gruesome incidents at this place, and then you looked directly at the camera and said it again. You're not Jim from The Office. You're just a paranormal investigator who, again, has zero qualifications to do so. So throughout these episodes, they interview these people, but they also use a different combination of cameras and voice recorders and different other things to try to gather some sort of spiritual evidence. And sometimes they do that with the people they were interviewing.
I heard something up there, but I think it's that.
Question is who's them?
I know, that's true.
Look at that smirk. Look at that smirk. Zak Bagans thinks he is so funny.
We digitally enhanced the audio we had recorded and were shocked with what we had found.
Question is who's them?
And then they replay it. I swear to God, Zak was sitting there in the editing room like, oh yeah, that's a really funny joke. I want you to replay that 3 times. That way people really get how funny my joke I made was. And nobody laughed. And then when you think this show couldn't get any more insane, you get to watch this weird mid-commercial break ad for the show you're watching.
The thrills don't end at dawn. Go to travelchannel.com and check out our encounters videos. You can check out and see what really happens during our lockdown.
Listen, Zak Bagans wants you to go watch their online random behind-the-scenes crap so badly that he'd threaten to tie you down and make you listen to Avenged Sevenfold or Korn or Nine Inch Nails or something, because I'm sure that those are the bands he listens to. I mean, look at this guy. Like, tell me that this man does not listen to those bands.
We discovered a room completely void of holiday cheer. It's the scary Christmas room.
So there's just a room in this place that has a bunch of toys and a Christmas tree all year round, and they play with ghost children who could be demons? What the hell is going on?
So because of all that, we need you, Aaron, to stay in here tonight by yourself and try and communicate with these children.
Oh, and a very important detail here, Aaron is this show's personal punching bag. Anytime Zak doesn't want to do something in the investigating, he just sends Aaron in by himself with the camera and says, yeah, you go have fun. I'm pretty sure the actual plot synopsis for this show is that Zak Bagans tries to go hold hands with ghosts, and then he sends Aaron into scary dark rooms by himself with demons, and then the demons follow him home and possess his house. I'm not joking. A demon followed him home in one of the episodes and then haunted his house. And then when he sold his house to his father, the demon haunted his poor father. What does he have to do with any of this?
Wait a minute. That is amazing. It's a guy, it's a big tall guy doing this, going like this, looking back.
Exactly.
Look at this man trying to Zoolander pose with the ghost's outline. He's probably saying to himself, man, if this show doesn't work out, this is my audition for being a model. But again, this show has been going on for almost 2 decades and 24 seasons of show. So then the guys are getting ready for their lock-in, which is when they lock themselves into the haunted building for the whole night and try to investigate and talk to ghosts more just by themselves without any of the other people who work at the places. And Zak comes up with maybe the greatest idea in the history of the show.
I need some kind of adrenaline rush.
We're close to Niagara Falls.
All right, we said we wanted an adrenaline rush before our lockdown, so we decided to jump in a pink boat.
They ride in a boat in Niagara Falls just to get an adrenaline rush. Are you kidding me?
What is absolutely shocking is that you can make out a giant figure. Did we just capture the spirit of Roy, who suffered from giantism and has been photographed many times before?
Yeah, Zak, that's definitely a whole ass spirit there, and not just the outline from your camera and lighting crew in the dark being captured on footage.
Can you jump in this bed with me and cuddle up with me? If you're female?
I mean, listen, I've got no joke here. This clip is stuck in 2009. Sign of the times, dude.
We're in Rolling Hills Asylum, where a heavy metal door mysteriously slammed shut. So I sent Aaron in to investigate.
Okay, so this door was clearly slammed by some spiritual entity thing, right? So then Zak goes, you know, let's just send Aaron in by himself in the dark room with a camera, because it's just so funny to torture Aaron.
Are you making the temperature good? Is that your sign?
I mean, personally, my sign is a Pisces, but I'm pretty sure the sign they were looking for was dead-ass ghost.
Aaron entered the Christmas room.
Dude, justice for Aaron. I mean, I know they make him a lead investigator with Zak later on in the show, but like, even later in the show, they still send him in by himself to do the scariest shit because Zak doesn't want to do it. I mean, come on. There's overdramatic and then there's Zak Bagans. This man could be in a soap opera and be the most overdramatic actor there.
Who's around me right now? Do you want to talk to me? Huh? It's just me, I'm by myself.
This shows what happens when a frat bro who coasts through college gets spooked one night by someone who is probably just a mysterious shadow figure, but he claims is a ghost, and then finds somehow the money to be able to lift this show off the ground and get a budget and get picked up by some random channel on television. This dude really said, let's go right now. Step the f*** up, Ghost Kyle. Step the f*** up.
I took the photo, so I want to take my picture next to the photo. Can you get me in? Ready?
And to end things off, Zak wants a picture of himself and the picture that he took of a ghost that he says is a ghost. It's probably just a shadow. This perfectly encapsulates exactly what the show is to me. A ridiculous, hyperbolic, hilarious ghost adventure show starring Zak Bagans, a guy who probably checks himself out in the mirror a little too often. That being said, I'll now be going and watching every episode of this beautiful work of art now. So let me know if you want me to cover other shows, and I'll see you next week.